Alongside me, we have theater and choir director Teresa Riccardi, who leads us all through a 12-week process unlike anything else in the school. So, Ms. Riccardi, explain your job as the director of the musical and what goes into making the end result we end up seeing.
Well, this is certainly a monumental undertaking that I look forward to every single year, and I am just one of an amazing team of directors that make this happen. We have a wonderful choreographer, and we have a set designer and a lighting designer, a real great team of people that we couldn't do it without them. And we certainly start with the audition process way back in December. Long time ago, right? A long time ago. And right when we get back from winter break, we are at a 12-week rehearsal process, and we are dancing and singing and acting every single day, trying to put together a 2.5-hour show and build the set, arrange the costumes. We have so many parents, present parents, alumni parents, that all come together. So there's so many people that really, aside from just myself and the cast, that really make the show happen and get us to opening night.
Definitely, yeah. So can you guys all introduce yourselves and your character in the story? We'll go down and around.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wire. I'm a senior and I am the purser on board.
Hi, I'm Trinity Souza, and I'm part of the ensemble.
I'm Sammy Beatty, and I play Chastity.
I'm Nick Muir, and I play Billy Crocker.
And I'm Kenzie Bigot, and I play Bonnie.
And I play Virtue, one of the angels as well. So it's great to have you all here. We're going to dive into some questions now. So first, describe the plot of Anything Goes. Who wants to take that one?
Yeah, of course. Well, describing the plot, not wanting to give anything away to the audience because you want to come see the show. Pretty much, it's all on a boat. It takes place on a boat. It's a wacky adventure with many characters, a lot of beautiful singing, dancing, and just funny characters all around. I don't want to give too much away.
Well, 1930s,
1940s, yeah.
Right? And
Did I say 40s? 30s.
1930s, and yes, we have, it's just a great group of wealthy people that could afford to take a cruise during that time period on an ocean liner that sails from America to England. And yes, you meet all sorts of crazy characters, and there's all different plots happening between these characters. And along with that, we have the great music of Cole Porter that provides some wonderful singing and dancing throughout the whole musical. So, but we don't want to give anything away. Just know that we're hoping you're going to laugh a lot.
You will.
They
It's
definitely
so
will.
funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
All right, so you mentioned auditions before.
Yes.
So how did you all go into auditions, knowing it's a very comedic show and it's very vocal driven?
Right. I think when it comes to auditions, it's very important that each character is completely different in the show, and each character is big in itself. And I think that was such a fun thing to play with in auditions, was to make each character different and big in its own way. Because all of the characters are very contrasting in the show, and there's dialects in the show, and every character is just so funny. And I just think it was really fun in auditions to play with each character like that.
All right. Do you guys want to explain the different types of auditions that we went through?
We kind of going off what Kenzie said. We audition in a room with just the directors in it. So a lot of people might think that you kind of audition in front of everyone in the cast, and it's not like that. It's very intimate, very private, and you can be as big as you want to be and not get judged by that many people. There's only 4 or 5 people in there. And then after that, there's about a week or so, and then the callback list comes back up, and that's, if you get a callback, that means you're in pursuit of a character. The directors think that you showed off the ability to play a certain character or an array of characters, and then about a week or so, and then we come back and perform in front of everyone who got callbacks, and then it's a fun.
Yeah, don't forget dance audition.
Dance auditions.
Last year, it was very
Yeah.
it was kind of the same as last year. We got to do regular jazz, and then we got to do a tap audition. So that was really cool to kind of learn how to tap and get to see what you can do in that audition before you even start rehearsals. So.
We have an online question right now. What was your hardest dance number to learn?
Oh my god. I think all of them have their different challenges built in between it, and I really don't know. I don't know which one is I'd say either Gabriel or anything goes.
Yeah.
Probably blow Gabriel blow.
It's just
Yeah.
also because of the vocal challenge.
Yeah,
It's
Right,
big,
right.
So to be able
big
to do
number.
all of that dancing
Right.
and then be able to sing that score
Right.
at that moment.
It's
yeah.
Yeah, I think that one would probably be the
Yeah.
highest.
Yeah,
It's like
definitely.
the showstopper kind of in the second
Second
half.
half.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So what are all of your favorite parts of rehearsing, whether it's the dancing, the singing, or the blocking?
I
I
like
know-
the dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the dancing a lot.
Yeah, I like the dancing too. I like incorporating the characters into the
Yeah.
dancing. Like you're not
That's
just
fun, yeah.
dancing. Like there's a reason why, and I think it's so much fun. Like that's why I love like this week in Tech Week because we get to put the scripts down and we just get to become the character. And I think it's so much fun.
And it's so much fun everybody doing it at the same time too, because you're all like there in one clump just dancing
Yeah.
this intense tap number, and it's just it's so exciting.
Yeah, and
It's
this
so
show
exhilarating.
actually, it's such a show that is known for its dancing. So aside from this great score that you're singing and a funny plot, being those characters and having to do all types of dancing. I mean, you're not just tapping. I mean, people wait for some of the tap numbers in this show, but there's swing happening and jazz. and-
Partner dancing.
Yeah, yes, a lot of partner dancing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great show to feature that this entire ensemble can dance. Yeah.
So aside from the dancing, what are your favorite songs to sing? I know a lot of you have different ones, so you can all give your own.
Heaven Hop's pretty
I was
fun.
gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
I
I
like
like
hearing Heaven
like-
Hop. That's
yeah.
Yeah, because the girls do that.
girls
I like Heaven
Yeah,
Hop.
you guys don't have
That
to
one's
do
fun
that.
to sing.
I like Public Enemy too.
Yo,
'Cause it just
yeah.
brings it's a different
That's a very good one.
It's a
type.
choir.
Yeah, because it's not like you'd expect all Broadway songs and everything like that, but Public Enemy is more choral, so it's just like
And it's
a
right there,
flip.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So we have an online question. Who has the most costume changes?
Angels.
I think
Yeah, I think-
me
I know you
and
guys-
Randy do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, Randy
Yeah.
Hosk and the Angels. Yes,
Not
yes.
costume.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How many costumes do we have, Kara?
I think
Like-
right now we're at 6.
That's
I think 6.
6 or 7 changes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of costumes. But they're so good. All
Right.
the costumes are so cute
Yeah.
and so much fun to like
Nautical looking.
wear.
Yeah.
I love all of them.
And actually, you all have a number of changes. I don't
Yeah.
think you do.
I don't have any changes.
You're,
Nathan.
you're,
don't?
you're,
I know.
you're in uniform the whole time.
I like
being the
that,
person.
Yeah.
He's got a great uniform.
Just my shoes.
Just the shoes.
So I know we've finished blocking and basically finished the show. We're running it now. What are some challenges that you're facing as we start getting into more notes and more character-driven choices?
Pace.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Working the pace, working the comic timing.
Right.
Working the scene shifts, having more fun listening and playing with the jokes, trying new
Right.
things, implementing, little details here and there. Just doing everything that we can this week before the lights and the sound and the costumes come our way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a big, putting the show together and just feeling what it's like to have the endurance to do it for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So coming up, we have a Tech Week next week. Describe that for anyone who doesn't know what Tech Week is.
It is so much fun. Okay, so Tech Week is, we start rehearsal at 4, so we get to, some people go home, most of us just stay here and do homework, but we have dinner at 4 o'clock, and then we get ready in our costumes, our hair and makeup, and it's so exciting. So it's especially Sunday, because that's our first time in costume, but throughout the week, we just run the show, and it is so much fun with the lights and the hair and the makeup and the costumes, and you just feel like you're so in character, and it's a lot of fun because we also really bond as a cast during Tech Week, and I absolutely love it.
It's a whole different experience. Like
Right.
it's you can't describe it or like compare it to anything else. Like Tech Week is just it's Tech Week, and like it's so much fun.
And I think one thing too to point out, because we've been talking about this, is that half of our cast will have not experienced that.
Very
Yeah.
experienced.
So we have these amazing,
yeah.
we have we have these great leaders that are veterans in our show, but then we have half of the cast that are so talented and they work so hard, and they're going to experience that for the first time. So
I can't wait
Yep.
for them to see it.
That's really
Continuing on with our Tech Week discussion, Brielle Morris has a question. What is your biggest challenge during Tech Week?
Ooh. For the ensemble wise, I would have to say some of their quick changes what they have because
Yeah,
now
I was gonna say
Yeah, costume changes is
costume
probably
changes
hardest.
because now now that it's starting as Tech Week, now we're getting into everything with costumes. And now we have to, so they will have to go off stage and see how much time they actually have to get from one costume into the other, because each setting of the scene can be totally different. So,
And changing shoes too, not
Yeah,
just even
changing
clothes.
shoes.
Yeah.
Changing
And-
shoes.
yeah.
And
And
the
the
tap
dark.
shoes
I
to
had
regular
my
In the
shoes.
dark,
off
in the
stage,
dark.
and
Yeah.
I was running, and I was like
Get
throwing
ready,
them
yeah.
on.
in the dark.
I also think it's as the week goes on, you're rehearsing from 4 till 9:30 at night. So people get so tired,
We're all tired
so
together.
tired.
Keeping your
Tired
mental
together.
It's
health.
keeping
Yeah,
mental,
that's the way
it's
to put it.
getting sleep, all that
Yeah,
stuff, but
yeah.
keeping your energy up, just trying to stay.
Definitely.
So, how many of you are serious about pursuing, theater, whether it's dancing or singing, in college and life? And where do you plan on going, especially for seniors, if you are
Do you want me
considering
to
it?
go?
Go, sir, go, sir.
Well, I'm hopefully gonna get accepted into Yale University in a couple days. Well, not a couple days, like a week and a half, but hopefully, and then I'll go there for music and musical theater and double major in that. So cross your fingers, everybody. Come on in.
As for me, earlier in February, I went to audition for Montclair to be a part of their acting program. It was a great experience getting to meet all those people, people who I've never met before, and an amazing teacher who was there showing us all the theater exercises and everything. That's hopefully where I'm hoping to go. I haven't heard anything yet, but again, fingers crossed.
Last month, at some point in time, I auditioned for a Circle in the Square program in New York. So that's, again, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed for all of us, yeah.
Fingers crossed for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a completely different major before I came down here, and I just kind of fell in love with musical theater and everything. So I'm going into production for musical theater. Doing counting for 2 years.
I'm just finding that out
Yeah.
live.
I
That's exciting.
actually, I was
That's
like,
really
I'm going into
exciting.
communications, and then I was like, you know
Yay.
what? I just love
That's
it
like
so
the-
much. So yeah.
You made my day, Trinity.
There you
That's
go.
exciting.
So,
Yay.
Nice. What about you, Ken?
I'm hoping to
She's
go to
not
school.
leaving yet.
No, I'm not leaving yet. I still have another year. I definitely want to go into the education aspect. Ms. Cardi has definitely inspired me to do that. I mean, I want to continue doing things on the stage, but I really love the education aspect of it. So, yeah.
So, what are all your favorite things about the musical that you'll take away from it this year?
The family.
The bond,
Yeah.
the family, the bonding that we all share. For every time we have rehearsals, whether it's for the musical or even for the plays or even coming up soon, one acts earlier on the year, anytime we're all together, we have, whether it's lines or even outside of rehearsals, we just get to bond so much in this little place that we like to call our home.
Yeah.
And it's because we spend most of our lives here through our whole high school year. And obviously we're all going to hold a special place in each other's hearts once certain seniors go. But definitely the family aspect is the greatest one out of everything we do here.
And it's so much fun, to just share the stage, doing what you love to do with all these people that you love, and especially this show, we all became so close and we really gelled as a cast, and it's so much fun just to get up there and dance together every day after school and sing and act. And
I think going off of that too, all the little inside jokes that we
Oh,
all have
those are
together.
great. Yes.
I remember ones from freshman year that we have. So you're gonna hold those in your hearts for the rest of your life. Definitely.
I think I look forward to watching. I know most of you are seniors sitting up here, but knowing that it's your last show, knowing all the shows you've done up until this point and watching you grow in the program. So this is that final snapshot that you're going to place on your career at High Point, and it's real special.
That
It's
isn't
really,
hit me
really
yet.
special.
It hasn't hit me yet. That's not happening.
That
That's
just
not hit me yet.
it hit a little bit. That just got to me a little bit.
So, we have an online question from Robin Plotz. What's your favorite number to perform?
Oh,
Favorite number. Ooh.
I like Heaven Hob.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
fun
Heaven Hop's my
yesterday.
favorite.
That was fun.
I like Bon Voyage.
Oh, that's
That's a nice one.
Voyage is so cool.
There's
It's
such
like
a nice
that
little
first,
dance feature in there. I think it's cool.
Oh yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah.
What
the
is your
cinema.
favorite costume number? Why is
Oh,
what you wear?
I like Heaven Hop a lot.
Yeah, mine's Heaven Hop.
What's your favorite costume, Sarah?
Our Heaven Hop costumes
Sailor.
for the angels. They're cute
Yeah.
little sailor costumes, and oh my gosh, I'm in
Wait,
love with them.
You haven't
They're
even
so exciting.
experienced dancing.
I know.
Right.
I'm
So
so
that's
ready.
going to be
Yeah.
fun. It's like,
So
oh
ready.
boy, did I rip that?
And, I think for me definitely, because I have a lot of costumes. I can't exactly say what they are, but there are funny costumes that you'll enjoy. My favorite one that I think I will enjoy most is let me think. What's I'm trying to think of one that wouldn't give a. I guess sailor.
The sailor?
Sailor.
You're a sailor
suit.
jumping in
Sailor
as a
suit.
sailor.
It's very good. find out what that's like.
Yep, see what happens with that.
See what happens with that. It's gonna be fun.
So, to entice some new faces to come and join the shows, describe a typical rehearsal. You know, after school, what do we do? How does it run? Talk about that.
It's very hard work, a lot of hard work, I'd say, with for anyone who's thinking about joining plays or musicals. While there is hard work and you have to push yourself from day to day with all singing and dancing, what you want to do, it's still a lot of fun because you get, whether you know the show that's happening or you don't know the show, you're learning either way, and you're learning all this amazing, whether it's music or acting, you're learning all these new things and getting such a better experience to how theater works. Because if you ever seen a show or even like say a movie and you'd be like, wow, I wonder how that works, like behind the scenes. I wonder how it's processed. And this our rehearsals, they've been very fun going through the whole process. So for anyone new, it's very enjoyable.
Right, and we have script reads in the beginning. I can't speak.
Passing on.
We have music rehearsals, and then we block, and we dance a lot. So like each rehearsal is different in the beginning, and then once we get closer to the show, it's like a whole bunch of things in one. We're gonna say, oh, how many things can we do in one day? Is what it is. But it's so much fun, and I mean, I would just say, don't be afraid. No matter what grade you're in, like come out. If it's your first show, do it. Like it's so much fun, and we have people who are doing it for the first time as freshmen, and we have people who are doing it for the first time as seniors. And I would say, Trinity is one of them. And I would just say, like, don't be afraid to come out. And we're all so welcoming, and we all really want new people to join us because it's so much fun, and we really want to experience that with you. And even if being on stage is not for you, like, there's tech crew.
Exactly.
Is a lot of fun too.
We do. That's another aspect. Like there's some amazing students in our program that don't have any desire to be on stage, and they're so, but they want to be a part of the experience. And a good production crew is absolutely necessary. So stage management and working the lights and the spotlights and working backstage with props and scenery. You need really good people to do that because they're part of the show as much as the cast.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Have a show if they weren't here.
Yeah, we would. No, have a show without them. That's
in the
for
dark.
sure.
We have a bunch of people on stage.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Where are they? Just be standing there.
So coming into a musical, again, for new people, what kind of experience do they need or not necessarily need? Whether it's taking a theater class or a choir class, like.
Honestly, I think you can go in like point blank. Like Chet really didn't have much
Chet,
experience
very good example.
behind anything, and he's killing it. Yeah, he's like he's great.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we get students, I think, from the choir program that jump in, from the band program, theater arts class, but Chet was someone that took music technology, I think.
Yeah.
But he had such an interest in it and thought, let me give it a shot, and now, every day I see him, he says, I wish I started this freshman year.
Yeah.
But if you love to sing, but you've never danced, that shouldn't stop you, because you're going to learn how to dance once you get into the show.
Vice versa.
Yeah, and vice versa. If you dance, you'll learn how to sing.
Right.
If you love the music side of it more and haven't done much acting, you can certainly learn that as well. So there's so many different things. I think some people think it's intimidating because you have to be good at all three. And I think that the more you're a part of the program, you grow into it and get stronger and stronger each time.
Right.
Yeah.
So for all the seniors, well, this is our last question. I guess we'll wrap this up.
Uh-oh.
Why do you hope people come and see this show? And guess it's anybody too. We'll do Ken's.
I guess you can answer.
I think just because it's a good time, and it's so much fun to watch, and you get to see all of your the students at High Point that are watching this, you get to see your friends that are in school. We see you guys every day, but you get to see a whole nother side of us in the show, and you're you could be oh, I never knew they could do that, and all this different stuff, and it's a whole different experience going to see a show rather than watching a movie or something like that.
Something live.
Yeah.
Live
Seeing
theater.
it live on the stage and seeing it so raw and just there, it's an incredible experience, and I definitely suggest it.
Yeah.
Coming in to see the show, you'll get a treat. You're gonna
Yeah.
get tons of dancing, singing,
Exactly.
Yeah.
funny lines. It's
Right.
a really fun show,
Yeah.
and I think coming to see it, you'd really enjoy it.
And we are 2 weeks away. Actually.
Yep.
Yes, 2 weeks
Actually,
away.
a little less than that.
Yeah.
So we actually
pretty much.
opening night is Friday, March 23rd at 7 o'clock. Student tickets are $10, and you can get them from any cast or crew member. We do have reserved seating, and then we have another show on Saturday, March 24th at 7, And then on Sunday, we close it out with our matinee at 2 p.m.
All right.
Yeah.
That wraps up our panel, guys. We all had fun. I hope you guys had fun watching it. Make sure you come check us out. We'd love to see you there. Bye.
Bye. Wait.